look like Marceline when she pop a bean and she rock with me. I pull up to the scene. She's a fiend, strawberry ice cream. Meet me at the tree and she asks, "Are you scared of me?" Yeah, I am.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing some American Truck Simulator, except we're going to be actually playing the game instead of me just making a couple videos on it and a couple tutorial videos on it. We're actually going to sit down, do some jobs, chat the shit, and drive. I figured it'd probably be a good opportunity now since I actually have a steering wheel to actually enjoy the game with. I started a brand new profile for this. I've also installed some mods, such as some traffic mods, a few truck mods, graphics pack, other stuff that you'll notice throughout the game. But yeah, let's just jump on into our first job. Let's see what we got here in the job market. So I haven't bought my first truck yet. Obviously, I'm level 0. I have very little money. So this is basically going to be our journey to getting our first truck. My base of operations is in Bend, Oregon. So let's see what we got here. We got Newport. We got Eugene, Ontario. Things also may load a little slow because I just put the mods on. So that could be a factor. Waste paper to Eugene. Newport. Screw it, let's take some logs. Yeah, let's take some logs. Why not? Let's do that. Alrighty, here we are in game now. Just for the record, I am using the Logitech G920. I picked this up on Amazon for pretty good price considering what most steering wheels go for nowadays. But I also got the shifter with it included. I honest to God don't know how to drive stick. That's just me. I'm trying to figure it out over time, but I'm just driving realistic automatic, so you know, once you hear the clicking, that's what it is. We're driving the International LT, 3-hour job, 100 miles, not too bad. Let's hit the road. Parking brake's not on. I also do get the separate mirror up there just because I don't have anything like track IR right now, or nothing like that to really. I thought that tree just fell over there. I don't have anything like track IR or anything to keep track of my mirrors. And I know for a fact I can just look left and see my left mirror, so I'm not going to worry too much about that one. But my right mirror I was definitely worried about because it takes a little bit to do it. I'm still getting used to the wheel. Like right now I'm really feeling this dirt. But also having to maneuver with certain trailers and like 48 footers or 52 footers or even the small ones like the 32s. I'm having to get used to actually hauling a trailer behind me. Like I got used to it on mouse and keyboard, so I got used to the angling, what exactly I needed to do. It kind of become muscle memory at that point. But with this, it's a whole different ballgame. Also, I'm only going 20 on this road because I can really feel the dirt under me, and I know for a fact my truck will take damage if I pick up speed. I don't know if y'all can hear that on my headset or not, but this dirt's really kicking my ass right now on my wheel. But I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Obviously, I've been recording some Red Dead Redemption 2. I still have plenty more episodes coming for that. I believe I have probably about 4 more episodes that I have to actually sit down and edit. Not to mention however more I have to record. Because I really do intend on fully playing through that game. And I really hope my crashing issues stop. Because I've been having some weird crashing issues with certain games. I don't know if it's an overheating issue, which I think it might be. But I have to figure that out. I'm thinking about possibly getting a new rig. I'm just not too sure just yet because work's been kicking my ass recently and real life stuff. I will say though, a cool little hobby I've gotten into recently though, that a lot of people frown upon that I've noticed, which, man, this dirt is really getting it. Hit the brakes a little bit here. A cool little hobby that I've gotten into recently that a group of friends got me into is Magic the Gathering, which is kind of odd because it's not really my cup of tea. I never thought it would be my cup of tea. mainly because I've always seen it very kind of nerdy, and you know, I'm a nerd. I won't lie about that. I love certain things like Star Wars and stuff like that, but Magic the Gathering I always thought was kind of like that maximum, you know, nerdy sort of thing. That's nothing against it at all, but my buddies recently got me into Magic the Gathering. Gave me my first deck. Just yesterday I actually bought a few things for my deck, some sleeves and stuff like that. It's honestly pretty addictive, I can't lie. Every time my buddies are like, hey, you want to play some Magic? I'm like, oh, dude, absolutely. It's honestly a lot of fun, especially when you're playing with your friends. It's definitely new to me, though. It's definitely new to me, because I'm used to regular card games like poker, blackjack, stuff like that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we got one. I'm going to have to take this pretty wide, I think. Oh, I'm rolling backwards. Duh, because I'm on a hill. After this van goes, we're going to send it. Ooh, listen to that. Sounds like a Cummins. There we go. I know I took that a little bit wide, but I'd rather take it too wide than... Well, not even too wide, but I'd rather just take it wide than, you know, screw it up. Man, this truck sounds amazing, man. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm using realistic engine sounds, as well as the road mod. I'm also using brutal graphics, I believe it's called, as well as cold rain, so when it starts, obviously you'll see it when it rains. But yeah, I am using a good handful of mods, as you can tell. Obviously the traffic AI, the brands and stuff like that you'll notice, stuff like that. I'm also going to turn off my radar because we don't need that. Let's see, can I switch out? There we go. That's better. Speed limit's 45. I also do have fines on, so I do got to watch that especially, because I do not want to get fined. I will lose a lot of money, because right now we only have about $2,000. And that's not to put in fuel costs and stuff like that too, because I have a plan. We'll probably save up around $70,000. We'll probably take out a loan for $50,000, and we'll buy whatever truck comes to mind. Honestly, anything in this game works. My preference would be Peterbilt, but I also got to remember too that we have some modded trucks in the game that would be nice to use. Really, we only have 2 right now, I believe, and I'm not using any mod or map mods right now. I was thinking about combining Coast to Coast, Pro Mods Canada, and Reforma Mexico. I just haven't had the chance to, which I am also planning on maybe doing a how-to video for Reforma Mexico, because I had a lot of requests for that in my past 2 tutorials. It was just at the time I had a lot of stuff going on, whether it was work or other videos, and obviously EOW. I still, definitely, I always patrol the EOW for GTA RP. Obviously you can see where my channel's kind of leading a little bit with where my content wants to go, but at the same time it's like I don't want my content to be solely based around one thing, because I have many different hobbies, I have many different interests. Like, I love American Truck Simulator, I love Grand Theft Auto RP, but dude, I like so much more than that. So that's kind of why I'm trying to branch it out a little bit and do like Let's Plays and stuff like that. Because obviously a lot of inspiration for my current videos come from, the tutorials specifically come from the inspiration of Benzo Effect. He is one guy, he mainly does LSPDFR tutorials, or GTA 5 mod tutorials, which is very, very handy. He's kind of the one who got me into wanting to do tutorials, because, to be honest, they're pretty easy videos, and plus, if people, like, my main reasoning behind making my first tutorial, which blew up, it's at 10,000 views right now, thank you for that, by the way, but mainly it was because I didn't see anyone else doing it, and I know for new people it can be confusing, like how do I install that mod. It was definitely confusing for me. I have to thank my buddy Jarrett who helped me out with that, and I made a video about it. I'm happy it did well, obviously, but I'm more happy that it got to help others, because that was my main goal. was to have it assist, which obviously I've done with a few different things now, obviously GTA related and ATS. I've done Pro Mods Canada, I've done Coast to Coast. Are you turning? What are you doing? You're not going. I'm going. Also with the how to install a Siren Pack and MVGA for GTA 5. I've also Visual V. I forgot about Visual V. I was gonna do a video on NVE, because obviously NVE is the big one. Everyone wants NVE, but I'm just not a big fan of NVE. Like, it obviously because of my rig, it's not as powerful because I only have a 3060 Ti, and the recommended is like a 3070 at the least. And you know, it's a really nice pack. It's not my cup of tea, especially like for me. I like to take a lot of good pictures, and Visual V is just easy because it doesn't lower my frame rate and it looks nice. Just a little bump in the graphics. That's all I really need. If we're being truthful, man, these mods really improved this game, man. This looks incredible. I'm really shocked. This looks fantastic. I haven't actually driven through Oregon with this mod pack before. With the graphics pack, I mean. I've driven a few things with it on before. I just haven't actually... I haven't put it on in a long time, because I'm the kind of guy I don't like to use mods. But I figured for this series, it'd probably be kind of good, because I do hope I can make this into a long-lasting series, because obviously the end goal would be buying our first truck and starting up a company and going from there. Obviously my main profile, the one that I have no mods on, that one I've never put mods onto it. I'm always gonna stand by that. I've never put mods onto my main profile, and everything on that profile I've worked for over the course of many years, because I started that profile back in 2018. It is now 2023, so 5 years total is when I started that profile. And I have one of every truck on that, as much money as one can want. I also forgot to mention that I have every DLC installed, besides the one, the Load King, I believe it's called, and a few paint packs, but that's it. I have Texas, I have all the map DLC I have, all the trucks obviously I have, stuff like that. But at some point maybe I might put in some map mods, depending on how far we go, just to, you know, make it interesting. And I was really thinking about doing the snow mod, just because obviously we're in January now, but obviously it's still winter. I was thinking about it. I may pull that out at some point. I'm not too sure. I may even do a tutorial on it. I don't know. But that is the one thing that is kind of easy about this game, is that once you learn how to install mods, it's the simplest thing in the world. And that's kind of what I hope that people pick up on, is that every time it's super easy. You just find the website, you download whatever files you need, and you put them in the mod folder. It's that simple. I will say though, Reforma Mexico is a little bit more complicated. Just because the process to download it was very confusing for me, because there was many different websites I had to scroll through to actually find the proper files. And I finally did find them. It was just a confusing process for me, and I feel like if it's confusing for others, I might as well just throw it up there. So I might do that at some point. And man, I'm always getting the anxiety now recording these videos, especially with graphics mods and other stuff, because I don't know why my PC has been having some crashing issues recently. I gotta figure that out. Especially with like higher end games. That's why I'm assuming it's an overheating issue. So I'm assuming maybe some thermal paste has to be replaced or something like that. I'm just hoping nothing's failing on me, because that would not be fun. But yeah, just for the record, also I'm running a pretty simple build. It's just a 3060 Ti with a Intel Core i7 and 60 gigs DDR4 RAM. Nothing fancy, just, you know, some basics. For a long time I wasn't even into PC gaming, but, you know, man, I can't get over how nice this game looks. But obviously if the video suddenly just cuts out we know my PC crashed. We'll just leave it at that, and hopefully I could pick it up where it left off to continue the video, and hopefully my PC doesn't bug out on me, because that would be absolute hell. We're gonna slow down here for this bus. Also, there's this truck stopping up here. What are you doing? Oh, you're turning. Okay. I was like, what are you doing? I didn't see your blinker. Oh, he went a little cocky there. Mr. Subaru. I didn't even see how much. Oh, yeah, we got 3/4 of a tank. We're good. Just checking on how much fuel we got. But man, this game really looks just incredible. But yeah, like I said before, I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I definitely did. Obviously, it was nice being able to spend some time with family and stuff like that. That's probably my favorite part about any holiday is the family time. The only downside was that usually every year my grandparents they like to come over and we'll, you know, enjoy some time together, and unfortunately that couldn't happen this year because COVID was being spread around my house, and actually the process of recording the Red Dead Redemption videos was probably at the very end of the COVID. I didn't get COVID thankfully, but my mother certainly did, and we were having to deal with that. But it is what it is. We all made it through unscathed, and now we're back to normal. Ooh, I'm gassy. Ooh. Man, these backwoods really look incredible. Absolutely incredible. I just can't get over it. Like, this is my favorite part of this game, too. Especially, like, in real life. I love northern areas like this in real life. It's always very comforting getting to drive through areas like this. Like, one of my favorite places in real life to drive through is definitely, without a doubt, Vermont. Vermont, New Hampshire, stuff like that. Those are definitely two of the most beautiful states I've ever seen. I've actually never been to Maine. Or I guess I have when I was little, but I don't remember it. That's a trip I plan on taking at some point, visit some friends up there. But man, I just can't get over it. It just looks phenomenal. Especially with the real traffic AI and stuff like that, man. It's really bringing out the immersion a little bit. Feels nice. That's not the best parking spot. I'm gonna say I wouldn't really trust that, but at least it's on a. I mean, well, I'm definitely on a corner, especially with trucks coming down it. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite things driving through here. Oh, what a beautiful day too. I will say. But I will say it's also pretty exciting too. This next few months, I'm going to be hitting the big official 21 years old. I'm right now 20, but I will be hitting 21 here soon in February. I'm very excited about that. To legally be able to drink. So, looks like we're turning up here. Where are we turning down here? I'm not too sure. Oh, I know where we're going. Just want to make sure okay, we cleared that good. That's the one thing I'm going to have to really watch out for, too, is the cars that are oncoming when I'm taking a turn like that. I don't want to take it too wide or too short. Newport discovered. Sweet. Very nice. A lot of silos. So either this is a farming town or industrial. It's one of those two. That is the one thing about this wheel that a lot of people were warning me about, was the stiff brake pedal. And I can say I definitely notice it. It is very, very stiff. But I've gotten used to it for the most part. Oh wow. Look at that. That's awesome. I love it up here. Oregon is just gorgeous. I will say, I have driven through Texas, pretty much the majority of Texas. And I do hope we can get down there at some point once we get our own truck, or even take a job down there at some point. But, man, I'm not a fan of, every town seems to have the same exact layout when it comes to the exits, or the multiple, just tons of turnpikes and stuff like that. It's just odd. It feels odd. I don't know if that's actually Texas or not, too. That's the one thing, but turn our headers on. Put our parking brake on. I forgot, I set a thing on my steering wheel for my parking brake. Let's see. I think we can try and park there. Where's that at? Oh, is it back there? Oh, I wonder if we're gonna be able to actually get back there. This might be a process. If I can't get it back there, I'm just gonna skip it, but... Huh. I wonder, can I go around, though, is the question. I don't think so. Huh. So wait, is it? I don't know. I think the mod glitched out a little bit. I don't know. It's not telling me where to put it. I'm not too sure. Let's go back here and see if we can go around. Oh, there it goes. It popped up. I don't think we can. It looks like there's a building in the way. But we can at least turn around so we can attempt to back it in. Because that is another thing I'm having a really good... Oh, yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to make it around. Oh, wait. Can we... Is that a thing? Can we squeeze back there? It does not. Oh, definitely not. 100% no. So, yeah, we're going to have to just back it up from here. We will attempt to back it in. That is just... I'm really having to get used to that. I won't lie. Just having to get used to backing a trailer. Specifically a big one with an actual wheel. Having to get used to the angling and stuff like that. Alright. Gotta make sure I'm watching my mirrors here. Just trying to clear it so we can... Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. We're good. Alright. We're gonna pull out in front, and then we're gonna try and back it in. This is gonna be a process. It's definitely going to be a process. That is definitely for sure. Actually, I think we might be able to get a pretty good angle, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, if we can angle it just about right around here. This is a little awkward, but I think we can manage it. So if we straighten out now, that's not what I wanted. We're not in reverse. As you can see where my troubles are lying with having to learn how to back these trailers. Alright. I think we'll just try and send it straight here. And we'll just gradually guide it in. What it seems like we're going to have to do here. We're going to take it nice and slow. Start to slowly get it in there, because I don't want to get it on the grass either, because that's another thing too. I have, I believe I have air ride. I don't believe I put in realistic physics. I might not have. Probably should have, for the authenticity. Alright. Let's keep using our mirrors. I believe we're also going to have to use cones to guide where the trailer goes. Yep, I see them. We're doing pretty good so far, though. keep backing her up. Now I believe once we straighten, well, obviously once we straighten her up, we'll be able to see those cones back there. So I think we're going to try and angle it a little bit more towards the building, then we'll straighten her up. Obviously, I think we're going to hit that cone back there. Alright, there we go. Got enough angle. Straighten her up there. There we go. Now we just straighten it up there. Oh, shit. You know what? We will take it. Let's see how we did. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby, especially for someone who's not too experienced. I'll take it. I will take it. That wasn't bad. That was not bad at all. Let's see. We gotta level up. Let's go. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this first video. Obviously, I'm going to have more coming. We're going to be just doing simple jobs like that. We're going to keep it going. We're going to go in a long distance, so we can try and take some longer jobs. But obviously, we're going to try and build up our company here. Now we have about $5,000, which is great. But we have to save up a lot more. But again, if you liked the video, be sure to like it, comment, subscribe, and I'll be seeing y'all in the next one.